So a few years ago now, I was working overseas and I received a message from Esther saying, hey, can we have a chat at some point? I thought, oh, okay, this is interesting. Something's obviously happened. And she started telling me about this very interesting bloke she'd met. Now, for the sake of Carol Bennett's sanity, I won't go into too many details. But shall we just say it was love at first sight?
Well, everybody knows that this old hound dog can run. Yeah, everybody knows that this old hound dog can run.
Esther described to me this rugged Queenslander who had a thick accent, wears big hats, big boots, and who had a big heart. At first I was a bit worried. I started thinking, gee, all of that lack of oxygen that must exist down in those mines has really done a number on her senses.
Eventually, she told us that she's going out with a Queensland country boy who was into dirt bike racing, four-wheel driving and camping, horse riding, pig hunting, going to country music concerts and riding bulls. Were we alarmed? Of course not.
So I packed my bags, I'm heading now, rolling down on 61.
As inexperienced as she was, Esther could still see that Damo knew what he was about and what he was doing in his job, and she admired his obvious work ethic and drive that had him move up the ranks at his young age. She was also intrigued by his talk about pig hunting and the way he could always make her laugh. From moment one, Damo thought Esther was absolutely stunning and was taken by her confidence, outgoing personality, that kind heart, and her butt, apparently.
Let's take a walk down a dusty lane and we can sit by the river in the middle of the day and let the world go by, just you and I. Across the field where the animals tread, we can find a place to rest our heads and watch the clouds roll high up in the sky.
My beautiful bride, after writing a dozen versions of vows trying to promise you the world, thought about how much we have grown and how many challenges we have faced together and overcome. I decided I don't need to promise you the world. When together, we make such a great team and we can achieve anything we put our minds to. So I promise to never change, to squeeze your perfect butt every chance I get, to make you laugh as much as I can, to support and encourage you through any obstacle, and to be there for you in times of need, to celebrate you with you when it's time to celebrate, to be a calming voice when you are stressing out, even though I may have been the cause of that stress. Most of all, I promise to love you and cherish you above all else. You are undoubtedly the most important person in my life, and I can't wait to spend the rest of it with you on my side.
I know a place outside of town, it's the prettiest little spot around. It's got everything that we need, just come and see. It's got a little shop on a single street where you can buy milk, eggs, bread, cheese and meat. And if you want something from the bar, it's not very far. Country boy in a country world, you found yourself a country girl.
Damo, I was never the girl who dreamed of the big white dress or the knight in shining armour when I thought about my future. But then I met you, and I realised my knight comes from Queensland with a full drive for a steed and wears jeans and cowboy boots. The work shirt may be dirty, but hidden under it is a generous heart and a sense of humour that can bring a smile to my face on the best and worst days. You're the it'll be right to my stressed out moments. Your chaotic sock drawer counterbalances mine organised by colour and length. And before we'd met, you'd never left Queensland, yet you took the chance to climb Kilimanjaro with me and haven't looked back since. We've had so many incredible adventures so far, and I can't wait to see what the future holds.
particularly remember the first Christmas we had together as the six of us, and I was like, what do I get this man? I don't know him. All we'd seen him drink was Great Northerns, or Marlins as I believe they're known.
I don't think you done.
So Liam and I decided we would go into the bottle-o and get him some Damo-friendly craft beers from South Australia. And now we know that he does particularly go in and buy different, like, 6-packs of craft beers. So we have had an impact, which I like. People can change. Regardless, there's always, a few of the regulars hanging around the house. And what we mainly know is that you can take the boy out of Queensland, but you can't take the marlin out of his hand.
And Shell goes, oh, by the way, you're meeting your prospective possible daughter-in-law when you fly in this week. And I go, really? And she goes, yes. So I got quite a big lecture about how much I probably shouldn't drink on the fly-out day. But anyway, I behaved myself and I went out, and we went out to a little Japanese restaurant, and I was quite behaving myself. And after Esther had about 3 wines, I knew I had nothing to worry about.
Esther, we have seen the positive influence you have on Damien and believe that you will both work through life's hurdles with enthusiasm and commitment to each other.
So with everything we've seen so far, you've just been a great couple together, and we really support you in being together and are really happy in a relationship together, and wish you a lot of happiness in every way.
Esther and Damo, you're embarking on the next step in what will no doubt be a wonderful life together. You start this journey with the best wishes, love and joy from all of us here today. Esther, I'm so proud to see the person you've become and the wonderful partner you've chosen to spend your life with. I'm quite happy that you've convinced Damo to move down south, and Damo, I've very much come to enjoy counting you as a good friend. Everyone, if you've got a glass, could you please raise it? I'd like to offer a toast to this amazing couple, to Damo and Esther.